Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, Mrs. and Misters, fellow Facebookites, fellow YouTubeites, and children of all ages, coming to you from Phoenix and the Valley of the Sun, to all points north, south, east, and west. Let's get ready for action. Let's get ready for excitement. Let's get ready for something special. But most of all, let's get ready to rock and roll! Greetings, fellow Facebookites and fellow YouTubeites, and welcome to the premiere of my brand new show on YouTube. Let's get ready to rock and roll with yours truly, Crisscross Applesauce. Okay, so I don't have any fancy graphics or any music or any of that gobbledygook, but what the hell? It's a start. So, okay, well, for those of you fellow Facebookites of mine, this is the surprise that I've told y'all I've had all week long. So, yeah, many people are wondering, what it is, from the craziest things, like am I building a Death Star, or am I getting hitched, or any of that. This is the surprise right here. Yeah, I've been wanting to do something like this for quite a while, and I told myself I'd get me a webcam, and I finally did last Saturday, right here. Yeah, I went down to Best Buy and got me that sucker. So pretty cool, eh? Okay, so anyway, and so why do I name this show Let's Get Ready to Rock and Roll? Well, because Let's Get Ready to Rumble's already taken. Let's face it, that's last time I checked, my name wasn't Michael Buffer, and thus if I say Let's Get Ready to Rumble, oh, Lawsuit City. I ain't going there. No sirree, Bob. So anyway, I figured I'll start this show, start this series, which I hope to be doing for quite a while. Excuse me. I'll start by introducing myself to you YouTubeites out there who don't know who I am. Now, granted, I said I was Crisscross Applesauce. My real name is Christopher Hudgens, of course. I was born and raised on the high plains of West Texas. To be specific, I was born in Lubbock, but but at the time we really lived in Plainview. We also lived in Odessa and Amarillo and Canyon. But we moved to Lubbock back in '77, and I'd lived there for 15 years of my life. I grew up there, and that's where I graduated from Coronado High School and American Commercial College, but I moved out here with my mom. I don't know if I should say too much, but my mom and dad, they got divorced in turn of the decade, late 80s, early 90s, and since then, my mom and I, we've been a traveling roadshow, for years, because we've had to move every year or two, for some reason or other, but we made the move out here because we'd heard opportunities. My sister already lived here in the Valley of the Sun for a while, since the mid-'80s, and opportunities were more plentiful out here, we were told, and we just weren't making it. Mom and I, we weren't making it back in Lubbock, and so anyway, and of course we made the move out here, and I've lived here ever since then. That was 21 years ago we moved out here. Of course, it's been almost 11 years since my mom moved back to West Texas. She lives in Midland now. I got relatives in Odessa and a whole bunch of relatives back in Lubbock. And my dad and my stepmom, they live over in Dallas, actually Murphy. I got a brother down in Austin. And I don't know why we don't. We haven't heard from. It's so hard to get a hold of my brother. We don't know what's up with him. And so, but in any case, as for myself, well, yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of things. I've lived here, like I said, I've lived here in the Valley for 21 years, and for 5 years, I was a hotel reservation agent. I used to work for a company that, when I first started there in '95, it was called HFS Incorporated. That stood for Hospitality Franchise Systems. I worked with a couple of the hotel brands. I used to be a hotel reservation agent then. I was with Days Inn, then I switched over to Ramada. And somewhere along the way, the company then became Cendant Corporation. And after 5 years of doing that job, I left that job. I don't want to get into why, but I was getting pretty much tired of it. I will say that, and so shortly after that, I became a state employee, like my mom was. She was with the food stamp office, and my sister used to be with the state. She used to work for Child Care Administration, but my mom was with family with the food stamp office, and then that's why I started working. And of course, my mom retired from there almost 11 years ago, but I'm still with them. I've been working at the food stamp office for 13 years now, and I started living on my own 12 years ago. And in fact, I moved into this apartment then, and I've lived here ever since. If it ain't broke, why fix it? So anyway, what I like to do in my spare time, I like to watch. I got my favorite shows on the BoobTube, and of course DVD. I got a whole bunch of them. It would take me too damn long to tell you what all I've got. And I also like going to a bunch of D-back games. In fact, this upcoming baseball season will be a first for me. It'll be my first time as a season ticket holder. Yep, I'm finally getting with the program, In fact, I got a few fellow Facebookites of mine who work for the D-backs, There's, starting with our organist, Bobby Freeman, And there's also... in fact, I recently also became fellow Facebookites with another D-backs person, a guy named Charles, who would sell the raffle tickets, and I've been kind of a loyal customer, and there's also a couple of other people, what we call in-game hosts, because they would hold maybe a contest or two with mingle with a few of the fans, and I kind of became, fellow Facebookites with them. A guy named Mike, who also works for one of the sports radio stations here in the Phoenix area, and another one, named Vanessa, and her last name being Ramirez. I call her Van Ram. That's one of her nicknames, and not only is she that, she's also a model and actress and hosts a TV show. And as a matter of fact, something else she was, she also had a stint as a reality TV star. If you people watched the previous season of that show, Love in the Wild, she was one of the contestants then. And so, but but yeah, I see them, and I'm glad to be like friends and fellow Facebook guys with them, and so anyway, that's I also like to ride up and down the even just for the hell of it. I like to ride up and down the Metro light rail. I'm an avid bus and light rail rider. I don't drive, you see. In fact, that's the only legal way that I know of that you can drive without auto insurance. Don't drive at all! Doi! So, as a matter of fact, every once in a while I would get these auto insurance offers in the mail. Why the hell do I want auto insurance? I don't drive. Duh! But yeah, and I have a few places I like to go to besides D-back games. I also like to go to Tempe Marketplace, and see if there's something I want to buy down at Best Buy or maybe Barnes and Noble store and all that stuff. And of course I've been going to something I hadn't done growing up back in West Texas. Last handful of years I've been going to a few rock and roll concerts, and because these days I tell myself, you know what, you only live once. Okay, some rock and roll concerts I've been to. One of my favorite groups, Rush. There's also Def Leppard, and I even went to the Police concerts when they had their reunion tour. Not to mention the hottest band in the world, Kiss. Yeah, so yeah, that's something I like to do. So, and so yeah, I've decided, maybe the time is right to go ahead and get me a new webcam and do something that, something like this, do a little show on YouTube. And you're probably wondering, what's my show going to be about? Well, I might talk about something that might tickle my fancy, that I thought y'all might be interested in me sharing with y'all. Now, of course, granted, the name of the show, Let's Get Ready to Rock and Roll. In fact, that's my little motto. In fact, if you were to see me at the D-back games, in fact, I've been on, had a bit of exposure on the big screen at the games, because I always hold my signs up, and I always sign it with crisscross applesauce and my motto, let's get ready to rock and roll. It might be a little wisecrack of some sort, as long as I keep it clean, because, they always say before all the games, they say before every game, when cheering on the D-backs, please refrain from cuss words, and sometimes it might be a little tribute to something like, I did a few tributes to, recent stars that passed on. I did a sign that said, in memory of Dick Clark, the man who made entertainment what it is today. Or I even did one, a tribute to Robin Gibb. I like to say, now Barry is the only BG still dancing with us, Man, it blows my mind, all the stars that we lost this past year, But in any case, I might talk about my favorite music. In fact, if there's an upcoming concert that I want to go see, and if I get all the concert info, I might, all the tour info, I might pass it on to you like they would maybe on the radio and stuff like that. I might talk about some upcoming D-back games, Now, granted, there's a lot of people who are not out there who are not D-back fans. Well, let's face it, last time I checked, not all the people live here in the Valley of the Sun, I know some of you fellow Facebook guys back in the Lone Star State might be fans of the Astros or the Rangers. Well, as a matter of fact, my D-backs are going to face both teams, and especially the Rangers, because interleague play, the Rangers being, it's kind of something, this, I think it was, 2 baseball seasons ago, both the Rangers won the AL West title, and my D-backs won the NL West title. I thought, excuse me, I would think, imagine if both our teams made the World Series, But that wasn't really to be. But hey, I guess that's the way it goes, you know. But you never know. But at least I know my D-backs will face the Rangers this upcoming season. So yeah, of course they did last season too. Except there is a difference. Last year my D-backs went to the DFW Metroplex, you know. But this time the Rangers are coming here, so you're in our house now, suckers. So consider yourselves warned, you Ranger fans, you know. But anyway, I might talk about some D-back games and maybe some stuff I recently did, and I might have a few ideas. So I hope you people, yeah, I might post them right on Facebook. You know, I'll post them on YouTube first, but then I'll share them via at least many of them via Facebook. And you know, better yet, you know, you might consider subscribing to my new channel on YouTube, and you might stay tuned for some later editions. In fact, I did a few little outtakes, a few little monologues. I did a couple of Steve Martin tributes, you know, favorite Steve Martin monologues. I might post them up. We'll see, and so we'll see how it all goes, you know. And so what can I say? It's gonna be a hell of a lot. It'll be a hell of a lot of fun. It's, you know, and this is the surprise. You know, you people have been wondering what you fellow Facebook guys have been wondering what my surprise is, and well, now that you've seen this video, now you know. So hope you all enjoy this new show of mine. Let me know what you think about it, whether you leave me a comment on Facebook or leave me a comment on YouTube, you know. And so so that's it. That's yours truly. That's the way it goes here. So that's my new show. Let's get ready to rock and roll with yours truly, Crisscross Applesauce. Now playing at a YouTube and or Facebook near you. Well, that's going to do it for me for now. But like I said, you'll never know. You never know when I'm going to post something next. So keep watching. So that's going to do it for me for now. And so until next time, yours truly, Crisscross Applesauce, saying, of course, let's get ready to rock and roll! Crisscross Applesauce out. See you later.